particularly just walking out. Sunny day right now, but they said it's going to rain a little later, so I'm going to enjoy this while I can. Oh, this is my neighborhood. A lot of places around here do not open until 10 a.m. The Dunkin' Donuts, right? It will be open. If we were in America, it would be open right now. It doesn't open until 10 a.m. Same for the Baskin Robbins. Same for the Burger King on this side over here. Yeah. Things open up late around here. I think the only exception is the Subway right here, and it opens at 8 a.m. The time, it is 9:30. So you got cafes that open up for 24 hours. Yeah, I just need some fresh air. I was mostly in the house all day yesterday. Of course, you got assholes like this is parking right in the middle, right in the street, like this. You want to take a look at asshole parking? You got this right there. Oh, shit. Tie up my shoes. And I think this is the fourth Sunday. So like most of the big grocery stores aren't going to be open. They have this thing here in this country where major companies like major grocery stores, major name brands have to be closed on every second and fourth Sunday. So that smaller businesses can make money, which is something that's pretty neat. I know that if we were to try something like that in America, what's it called? Places like Walmart would lobby that very hard. But then again, we don't have smaller grocery stores in America like we do, like Korea does, or like Japan does. So, I know I haven't done IRL streaming in a very long time. That's mainly due to the fact that it's due to a lot of things actually. It's due to the fact that I've been going to the gym more on my weekdays. I've been going to the gym more on the weekdays to be able to do stuff. And, you know, I would like to be able to do more IRL streaming after work. But the fact of the matter is, I live in a place where it's just no fun to actually do so. And not only that, I guess you see, I'm just kind of just burnt out on it. On live streaming in general. Yeah. You know, I put too much emphasis on the fact that, oh shoot, I'm a black man living in Asia, doing all this stuff, and I come to now realize and understand that nobody cares. That I have to do something interesting, make my streams a bit more interesting. And quite frankly, I don't know how to do that. Outside of just going off and just talking to random people. Be like, hey, yo, what's up? I'm just gonna go inside this McDonald's to give me something to eat. I have not eaten breakfast here in a long time. But you know something, I actually felt happy about something. I remember 2 years ago, hold on. By the way, this is going to take people's jobs in America soon. People that want $15 an hour, going to get replaced with this. I wish they had McGriddles here. They don't have them.
IC 카드를 넣어주세요. 결제가 완료되었습니다.
All right, just put the donation down if you want. Right in my think that's it. I should have done eat in inside. That was my mistake. Well, they didn't give me a. They didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot. In this country, they're so damn cheap. They don't give you. They don't give you any sauce for your Egg McMuffin. No, you have to pay extra for that. It's bullshit, but whatever. Wow. The yogurt has no flavor. Oh wow. Wow, I've never tasted yogurt that has zero flavor. Wow. Got a couple of them matching coats. Man, that yogurt tastes really bitter. What's up, smart world? Oh, this is really bitter. Maybe that yogurt like that could really taste better. I thought it would just be like that's a Greek yogurt, but man, I think this is Greek yogurt without any sweetness. Oh, I paid for it, so I'm just going to eat it. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. They said that it was going to rain around like 3 o'clock today. I'm going to walk around here a bit before the rain comes and just enjoy the day, because I actually might stream. Inside of a PC bar today. Do some video editing streams. Do some video editing streams. Let's try to work that out. But a positive thought hit me today. See, around this time 2 years ago, I made a book and I released it, and only 2 people bought it. This year, I have a book. I put a book out on release, and so far only 7 people have pre-ordered it. The way I see it, that's a success. That tells me, okay, I'm reaching some sort of audience somehow by doing things differently. So I'm happy about that. Oh, hey, thanks for the $10.
Hope you enjoyed the meal.
Hey, thanks. Oh yeah, and that's my new animation for when I get a donation. It's a diva twerking. It used to be, the animation I had before was of honorary dancing, but you couldn't really see her all that well. But this time I found a girl that cosplaying as diva, and she's twerking. I just said, okay, I'll take that. So yeah, I had 7 people so far pre-order my book. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that. Right now, I was finally able to find an editor for it, and they're looking at it right now. I should get it back within 10 days. Excuse me. I'm hoping to get the book released. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it proofread and edit it. I'm gonna get the book proofread and edit it. I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna read the book myself, and then I'm gonna get it released sometime in late December. Get that knocked out. Yeah, I changed up a lot of my emotes. So whenever I get a follower, instead of like those K-pop girls, I got as an emote of me like picking up this one Japanese girl. That girl, like whenever I get a follow, the girl I'm picking up, she's like a rising star in Japan right now. I remember she used to be part of this one group, in Japan called Gokaigen. Right, I met them by chance. I met them by accident in Tokyo 3 years ago. I was in Shibuya filming a YouTube video, and they all saw me. I saw them, and I said, "Hey, let's do a collaboration." I said, "Okay." So we did some stuff. We had some fun, and then I gave them each a hug, and I hugged them by picking them up and then lifting them. And one of the girls I picked up, who's in the GIF, she wanted me to pick her up from behind. So I said, "Okay." So I picked her up from behind. I just one-armed her, lift her up, and she's like, "Ah, oh my gosh!" And yeah, everything seems to be working out well for the most part. Well, I got 18 people already looking at this, man. And I think 2 years ago, I could bear like it would take me hours just to get that many people. You know, I'm starting to learn how to be more appreciative of my growth, no matter how small it is. You know, I shouldn't be, I don't know who said it on here, but they were right. I shouldn't be looking at numbers all the time. Once I get that out my system, I'm good. There's some of these smaller markets over here. Yeah. So I started an exercise where every morning when I wake up, before I leave work or before I leave the house, I write down. I write down 3 things: what I'm going to let go of, what I'm thankful for, and what I'm going to focus on. And when I started doing that, I started feeling like I had like big dick energy, I was like, yeah, that's right. I am something. I'm doing something. I mean, it kind of took over me, though I felt a little anguish last night before going to bed, but that was just because of the fact that I realized that I spend way too much time on social media. So I had to block out I had to get rid of all of my social media, block out a lot of different things for the time being. I had to block out a lot of different people. I had to, not block, but just like mute a couple of people for a bit and quit focusing on what other people are doing, and then just put a focus on what I'm doing and what I can do. Some nicer apartments over here. Yeah, because looking at what other people are doing, man, it was just making me sad and miserable. I was like, man, why am I not doing that? Instead, I'm stuck here working as an English teacher. But then something hit me. I said, why are you focusing on them when you can focus on yourself? I can do exactly what other people are doing if I put my energy in the right place. How can I put my energy in the right place? Oh, someone's doing something over there. So how can I put my energy in the right place? One of the things I could do was use my resources. And so I got all these resources to do better and to be better. But yeah, I'm sitting around crying and complaining and moping like, why am I not doing this? Why can't I do that? I'm like, and I had to say to myself, dude, you fucking met the president of South Korea 4 days before he was elected. I've interviewed K-pop stars. I've been on Korean TV. I've been in a Korean movie. I've been on Japanese TV. I've been on Taiwanese TV. I've done all these cool things. Yeah, I may have turned off some people in the process, but you know what? That's life. That's just the way things are. You win some, you lose some. Okay, it's time for me to go. These dudes got the same haircut. The 2 block. What? It's not so much a bowl cut, because it's like the way Korean dudes have their haircut. It's like a bowl cut in the front, and then kind of like and then it's cut differently in the back. So it's called a 2 block. Yeah. So the state of the channel is basically, oh, I haven't even gotten there yet. Okay, so I'm going to have to change up my YouTube greatly because my job found my YouTube channel a couple weeks ago. In fact, they've known about it for months. Hold on. No, they're working on some pavement. Wait. This is dragging an anchor. That's what I thought too. I thought they were dragging. I said, what the hell are they doing? So, oh no, they're pounding pavement. Alright, so I think I'm over most of it. Oh, there's an Eddie over here. Oh, and immigration's over here too. The Mexican food I've had here was actually pretty good, but it's been a long time since I've actually had some. A very long time, mainly because of the fact that most of the Mexican restaurants that were in town, they were ran by Mexicans, but they've all left Korea. Okay, look at this shit. Tell me you don't see a problem with this. Look at this. Look at how short he is and how tall she is. That is very unrealistic in this country. Korean men do not like tall women. Very few do. And honestly, I can't even tell if that's a dude or not. He looks so much like a girl. I'm actually left Korea. You just can't leave it at that, bro. I don't know why they left. It was probably because, well, at least the people that own that restaurant, they're probably just like, we're not going to maintain it because, okay, so maintaining a building in Seoul is expensive. It is super expensive. And so you just can't just open up a business and be like, oh yeah, we're totally going to run it for a long term. Usually the money's not good enough for them to run it long term. And so you're just like, well, freak, what are we going to do now? Korean street food sometimes, I have before. But I guess I can keep doing it. You know, I find it fascinating, despite, wait a minute, I swear this character looked like a knockoff version, a fusion of Sonic and Tails. The way he poses is like Sonic, but he almost looks like Tails. But he has like one tail, but you can't really see it. I have to stay in Korea during the holidays. I am not going to be able to visit home. I don't have enough vacation saved up for that. Which is why I've been trying to do things like live streaming and YouTube so that I can make time to go home during the holidays. But I can't do so when I'm working as a 9 to 5. You know, I don't believe in that work hard shit anyway. You know, what the fuck is working hard? Oh, work hard, believe in yourself, you can make your dreams come true. What the fuck does that even mean? I swear, poor people give out bad advice. People that don't have money, I don't listen to them anymore. Fuck it, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sick. Wait a minute, no. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Did you get Korean escort girl for holiday warmth? No. Besides, even if I wanted to, they won't fuck with me because of the fact that I'm a foreigner. It's like they want someone that speaks Korean. And plus, you know, most Korean girls can be pretty damn picky about stuff. About who they want to be with and what they want. Right, like Yujin is a perfect example of that. If you guys remember her, the big booty Korean girl. No, it's not racism. It's not racism. No, because see, racism has power, and that's not a power struggle. That's just a preference. You know, they want someone that they can speak their language, same language with. You know, I even asked Hitomi Tanaka about this a couple years ago, and I asked her if she would do porn with a black guy. She said no because her agency won't allow it. But then I asked her, okay, if your agency allowed it, would you? She said, I don't know because my English is not that good. And I told her, look, baby, we don't care. Yeah, it usually is, and that's the unfortunate aspect of it. A lot of the white guys get with Korean girls because of the fact that you know, it's just like, and a lot of other people get this too. I think this way too. They do that. Oh shit, I'm with a white guy. That's going to increase my status, and in some ways it does. For like a lot of these, it's like status and higher. Like status is a big thing here in Korea. And if a woman gets with a white guy, or if a Korean woman gets with a white guy, or a Korean woman gets with a guy that has a lot of money, you know, that makes them look good, and then the family-in-law will look good. Like I said, calling it racism is a stretch. I'm sorry, but I don't see everything as racist. I don't. You know? I'm sorry. I don't go for the whole, oh, that's racist because you don't want black people. No, that's not racist. It's just a preference. Some people prefer people that's like light skin. Some people prefer someone that's dark skin. You know? I don't like seeing everything as all these all these isms. I don't like that. You know, just like how you got clubs in this country that won't that say, you know, like if you have a business that says no foreigners, no Japanese, no this, yeah, that's racism. That's racism, and that's stupid at that too because of the fact that they're losing out on a lot of money. That's racism. I said racism is a power struggle. Nowick, I would love to be able to go to Japan. Thing is though, getting to Japan is hard because everyone goes there. And much like Korea, they also prefer white people more inside of Tokyo. They may let like 1 or 2 black folks in there, but it greatly varies. You have to be someone that's actually worth a damn. You have to be someone, in fact, this goes anywhere really. You have to be someone that people want to associate with to build themselves up or to like make them money. You know? And honestly, it's very hard for like in Seoul, it's difficult for black people to get jobs in Seoul because of the fact, or anyone that's not white to get a job because like all the rich people, they prefer white people. You know, it's like basically what they see in Hollywood, what they see in media. You know, white people portray themselves in such a no, being black, you ain't worth shit. That's not entirely true. I mean, you can still get jobs here in Korea. It's just that outside of the major city areas, they prefer white people. You know, that's just how these people were raised up to believe. It's like you have people with money that still have that old mindset. I can't say though that there are some black people here in this country that have made it, but you know, they made it, that's cool. I didn't make it, oh well. I'm not what they wanted. That's just in the mainstream stuff, because I can walk around here freely and not have to worry about being killed. I don't have to worry, I can walk around here freely and not be like, oh no, is someone gonna hurt me and attack me today? No. All right, right now I just walked past a Korean guy. And he said, and he smiled at me, said, what's up? I said, what's up to him? The way I see it, man, the way I see it, okay, you know what, JJ, you make a good point right there. That is a good point. But you know what, the way I see it, that gives me the drive to be like, okay, let me do something else. I mean, I can change your mind, but let me take this in a different direction. And the reason why I have that mindset is because, and I've said this many times. I look at what people in my grandparents' generation did. Right? They were the people that marched during the civil rights movement in 1968. All they did was march, but they didn't create anything. Black people, believe it or not, before the 1960s, had a lot more power than we realized. Yeah, sure, we had to deal with racist laws such as Jim Crow and the black codes and all that bullshit. But you know, at the very least, many of us though were still making money. The problem with it though is that we destroy ourselves. A lot of the problem with it though is that we destroy ourselves, and we put too much emphasis on having the white man save us, or having someone else with money save us instead of us saving ourselves. And this guy, and what's even more fucked up about it is the fact that this is something my grandpa said to me growing up. He said the white man's ice is colder than the black man's ice. People have been so conditioned to believe that white people are better at this, that, and the other. It's just simply based on illusion and nothing else. And I've been guilty of this. I sort of got turned off from K-pop because I realized they were accepting our culture but not accepting us. I realized this illusion. Oh yeah, of course. See, the way K-pop works is they structure themselves. The image-wise, they take from the Japanese, you know, like the pretty boy stuff. But the styles and the movement they stole from us, and then profit off of it. And I was like, well, damn. They made a system that fucking worked. They created a system that worked. You know, it sucks, but I can't be mad at that. I'm just like I tell black people, look, you know, they're over stealing our style. They take our style because we give it to them. We give away what we create to other people. You know, there was something that I read about Kanye West. When Kanye was like a young boy, he was in China. He was like 8 or 9 years old. He was in China. Right? You know, he had style, he had rhythm, he had flavor. Chinese people wanted to see him perform. And Kanye was like, okay, you want to watch me perform, you got to pay up. I was like, well, shit. Kanye had a great mindset growing up. Realized that shit. You want to see what I can do? You want to learn from me? You have to fucking pay up. And so whenever I see Chinese people here, you know, and so there's like this craze going on right now where black people want to be accepted anywhere and everywhere, right? Especially when we go to China, there's so many Chinese people that want to take pictures with us, you know, just because of our skin color. It's like, oh, we don't see too many black people. That's awesome. I see that right there, and I say, okay, there's money that can be made from that. I'm like, all right, you want to take a picture with me? You need to fucking pay up. You want me to do something for you like that? Pay up. I'm not your little monkey. There's money to be made in everything with us. So people use us to make money for them, but we don't use ourselves. We don't create ourselves to make money for them, to make money for ourselves, and we don't put money into ourselves. Okay, the Tulsa race riots, that happened in 1920. That was a long time ago. All right, yeah. And you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy though is the fact that we could have done a lot better in the race riots had we had guns and not be afraid to actually shoot people. Because if you want a good example of how to protect, whenever you create a society, you're gonna have other people that get jealous with it and want to come in. What the Jews and Italians did? Around that same time, they protected themselves. But the biggest difference between the Jews and the Italians and black people was the fact that they had nations to protect them, right? So, we only had our own country to protect us, but we didn't even have that. So we had to be like, hey, yo, we need to start protecting ourselves. We had to start protecting ourselves because Italians were being lynched, right? When they came over, they were actually being hung. Italians were being hung. Some of the Italians living in America were telling the Italian government, and the Italian government told the American government, hey, yo, your people need to chill the fuck out, or else we're not going to be your allies anymore. So they stopped with that shit. And same with the Jews. Jewish people realized at that time that, hey, we can't depend on these Americans to protect us. We have to protect ourselves. And black people, we had the mentality to protect ourselves, but so many of us still had the feeling of slavery in us that we didn't want to attack the white man. We didn't feel the need to protect ourselves against the white man because we thought, oh, the white man's going to protect ourselves. Hey, what's up, copy kid? Now we don't live in those times anymore. We can protect ourselves. There's a lot of the modern gun laws came about because Black Panthers open carry and suddenly became a problem. Yeah, I know. Believe it or not, one of the Japanese generals during World War II, he said that the reason why they would never invade America like the way they wanted to, because they said behind every blade of grass there was a person with a gun in America. A well-armed militia can actually do well. You got someone from the government that doesn't want to come up in your house and try to seize your property and try to bully you around. You have that gun ready. You be like, motherfucker. It's like even the shit you see right now in Hong Kong. People in Hong Kong were like, shit, man, we need a Second Amendment so that we can fight off against all those guards. And people would say, oh, you're going to fight against the government. You can't fight the government. Shit, tell that to the Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. Right? You had a bunch of farmers that could fight. Hey, Erie Dilly? Hey, what's up? Yeah, okay, so, and in Vietnam, you had a bunch of farmers that could fight and knew what they're doing. Even in the Middle East right now, most of those all those men up there that fight, that do all the fighting, especially against the U.S. Army, they fight against them pretty fucking hard. They don't have the same type of formal training that the militaries have. They do something different. And that's the same sentiment that what you said to me about the Tulsa race riots. That's what my white coworker said to me when I told him that that during the Selma bus. During the bus boycott in Selma with Dr. King, so a man much older than Dr. King said, "No, fuck all this whole marching and protesting bullshit, boycotting bullshit. Gather up all the black people, gather up all of your money, and then buy the bus systems, and then buy all the bus systems yourself, and then operate them." But no, Dr. King was, no, we're going to start doing like peace and togetherness and all that bullshit. And look where that bullshit has brought us right now. We're so dependent on other fucking people to lift us up and to build ourselves up instead of us going out there and doing what we need to do to build ourselves up. And I had that mentality for so long, of expecting other people to lift me up, where it was damaging to me. That's why I'm glad I went through all I went through when I was dealing with EXBC, CJ, Jake and Bake, and all these other big name people within the esports scene, within the Twitch scene, within the YouTube scene. You know, I wasn't getting anywhere because I was so dependent on them building me up instead of me building myself up and really working things out the way I should have done in the first fucking place. I mean, yeah, sure, it's great to have help, but what good does that help do if I'm not good myself? You know, even here in Korea, I know there are a couple of foreigners up here that make well for themselves because of the fact they make themselves useful for not just for themselves, but for that. They make themselves useful for themselves and for other people. You know, yeah, okay, yeah, you know, people can say that, oh, there's like a racist power struggle here, and why black people can't move up. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you know, and I agree with that to an extent. To an extent. And a lot of it comes to the fact that we as black people, we don't lift ourselves up. We don't lift ourselves up. We don't clean up after ourselves. We don't pull our money together to try to make something that we want. We want other people to do it for us. Sam Ochidi got it because of the fact that he put in the work. He put in the work to lose. Sam Ochidi is famous. He's where he's at right now because he put in the work to he put in the work to you know, be noticed by Koreans, and also, wait, let me take this path. I've never taken this path before. Sam Ochidi put in the work to learn the language and actually do different things. Megan Bowen, she's also doing well. Shit, when I first met her, I really knew she was really going to just like blow up, because we met 3 years ago. We met 3.5 years, almost 4 years ago. I asked her, what drives you to be a success? And she said to me, I just do the damn thing. I don't care about what other people think. You know, I want to learn language, boom. You know, she comes in first place in a bodybuilding contest as a foreigner in another country, bam, she did that. She did that. Megan had goals that she wanted to make, and she did just that. You know? And shit, there was even like one of Megan's friends that always shows up in her videos, Carson. You know, Carson was a brunette in some of her earlier videos. All right, she was a brunette, but then when I saw Carson again at Megan's wedding, that was like the first time in 2 years I've seen her. She was a blonde, and I asked her, I said, has being a blonde in this country made things better? She said, oh God, yes, because they want me now. they want to fuck with her now, you know. People, okay. Let me tell you guys a little something. It's something I start to understand. People, the people that have things, they cheated. They cheated the system. They cheated the system. They realized that, okay, doing things the way that the system said to do them in order to be a success doesn't work. It doesn't work. So they said, all right then, let me see what the rules are. Let me break them, and let me see what happens. Boom. Megan broke the rules. Megan Bowen broke the rules, and she's a success because of it. Sam Ochidi broke the rules. He's a success because of it. A lot of other famous people, Dante Carver in Japan, he broke the rules. He used his struggle. In fact, he's a great example because he used those 100. So he had failed 121 auditions. But you know what? In between those auditions that he had, in those 121 auditions, he learned enough Japanese to be able to do what he's doing right now. Let's see. Sometimes I just sort of get tired of some of the tension here in America. So Sam and Megan give me a lot of Ohio, 안녕하세요, Azazi. Hey, you know, a lot of the tension in America didn't start until Obama was president. Because we didn't even have this shit when Bush was in office. It didn't. It did not happen. I mean, it wasn't this bad. You know, if I can just be real here. Hold on a second. Ugh. That's a lot hotter than I realized. Man, we had a nasty cold front this whole week. And now it's like 50 something. It's hot. It's too hot for all this. But yeah, it's like the name of the game with everything in this world is you gotta fucking break the rules. You know, follow the law, but break the rules. That's when you got break the rules and put in the work. Damn, I'm looking at myself right now. I'm getting back and forth because I'm putting in the work right now. I go to the gym 5-6 days a week now. I go to the gym 5. Obama being president brought all of what people have been repressing to the surface. No, Obama being president, right? They were like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's an experiment that we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure we bred Obama to be president. We're gonna try something with black folks and test it out. And sure enough, it fucking worked. Because black people will vote Democrat, will overwhelmingly vote. Black people in America overwhelmingly vote Democrat, and it's been conditioning us to vote on the left, right? And their plan fucking worked. And now that he's out of office, they built this the people in politics built this platform in the fact that, oh, we had to do things with racism, sexism, homophobia. We're going to try to. Their plan is to try to get rid of a certain group of people, just so that they can have world domination, and try to get this country fucked up. You know. Now when I think about it now, all of my documentary is showing, and it's showing that, hey, you know, you can't show. This is how you can destroy black people, by having them do things through an identity. Yeah, it doesn't take much to get black people on the side of a politician. Just do some hardcore pandering like hot sauce or chicken sandwiches with fucking Elizabeth Warren, and boom, right there, you get the black vote. We do shit based on identity instead of fucking someone that can actually do the job. Malcolm X was killed by his own people, you know. Yeah, because once Malcolm X realized what Islam was all about, he was like, "Nah, fuck that shit. I'm getting out of there," and they killed him as a result. You know, I'm all for handling things peacefully, like Dr. King, but Malcolm X made a lot of great points too. He said that even in the '60s, he has said that too many times the black man would try to depend on the white liberals for help, to raise him, instead of using his own people to raise himself. Like you look at all the shit that people my grandparents' generation did in the 1950s, doing sit-ins at white restaurants, when they could have went to black restaurants instead and just ate from there and support their own people. No, I'm not saying getting rid of it is a bad thing. I'm not saying getting rid of it is a bad thing. What I'm saying though is that if you want help, you have to your own people you have to work with your own people, and you can't depend on other people. If other people want to come in, you know, that's fine and dandy, but you got to be careful with that. Stabbed by a black woman? He survived though. They don't. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. Send me a DM on that, No Rake. I never heard that. 안녕하십니까. 아니요, 트위치 라이브 스트림. VJ. 네, VJ. 감사합니다. 안녕하십니까. Isola Curry. Yo, I gotta look that up. Huh, is this a library? Or is this an art museum? I see this place every time I pass it up, but I never actually been here. Yo, that is wild. And see, I stopped looking at history from what we were taught in school and in public school because they don't tell us everything. I stopped depending on, you know, a lot of the shit they teach us in history. Right? They don't tell you everything. They only tell us what we're allowed to know. There was a guy that I met up with a couple years back. He's an author. He wrote the book "Hi, My Name is Loco and I'm a Racist" by Baye McNeil, B-A-Y-E McNeil. And he was a 5%er grow up. He grew up He grew up as a 5%er in New York. And so, like a lot of the Black history he learned, you know, was from his schools. Wow, respect. Man can't run very well, but he's like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna get this exercise in. See, I like that attitude. I like that attitude right there from a guy like that. He doesn't care. He said, I don't give a fuck. I got to do this. Oh, Vansky, hey, what's up, man? Only thing I know about the 5%ers is from what I read from Baye's book. I was like, what the hell is 5%? And then when I started listening to more Wu-Tang, I was like, oh, they're 5%ers. Oh, this is cool. I'm not into the whole 5%ers thing, but you know, I see what it's all about. So we're gonna take a look at Asia. Bangladesh, Cambodia, Thailand, I haven't been to Thailand yet, but I want to go one day. India, Indonesia, Iran, Japan, Mongolia. You know, I have to visit these countries while I'm here in Asia. You know, Nepal. I want to visit Nepal one day. Hey, what's up, Hutchie? What's up? Pakistan. Philippines. Sri Lanka. Oh, man. Dude, man, I remember when I was in university, I went to school with a lady from Sri Lanka. Fucking fine as hell. Oh, my goodness. That woman was so fine. She got married to a white dude, though. It sucks, but hey, it is what it is. And then, of course, we got China. Hold on. We're not done. Mani Chung Chul. Chung. That's how they say Great Wall of China. Uzbekistan. We have a lot of people from Uzbekistan here. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. And Vietnam. I'll have to go to Vietnam one of these days. I want to go to Hong Kong and just so I can like stream the riots that's going on and figure out what the hell is going on. Vansky, I've tried streaming full time for 2 years. Hardly anybody watch my shit. You know why no one wants to watch this stream anymore? I don't know the right people. As much as I streamed around here in Korea and trying to go around talking to people, no, hardly anyone will watch the stream. I know you do, man, but I would stream full time if more people shared my shit. You feel me? Like the last thing someone shared was 3 months ago when I did that whole thing with telling the scammers. That helped me out. You know, I share my stuff around, but no, but it's like, oh, you can't self promote yourself. You know, no one here goes like, hey man, check out this stream. Yeah, and the whole thing with Cho, that really set a lot of people off. You know, and it's true though. A lot of prejudice that come, especially when black people do stuff. They're really hard. They're a lot harder on us than white people. It's like someone like worst I did was went up to Cho and did what I did. But you know, I even went up to Cho. Yeah, I went up to Cho. You know, did a live stream and I apologized to her and I said, hey, yo, you know, that wasn't cool. And yeah, sure, I got like a lot more views from that. That was awesome. But at the same time, though, I've still been trying to stream more. But really, though, it's my fault. It's my fault because of the fact that I put too much emphasis on the fact that, oh, I'm a black man traveling around Asia. And I put too much emphasis on my identity instead of actually creating good content. Oh, that's a beautiful tree. The crazy thing is, though, you should have been... Yeah, you should have been in my recommendations. I follow a lot of Korean, Japan-based streamers. Yeah, but also Twitch saw, you know, but also at the same time, Twitch saw that. They saw what happened, and they was like, oh no, we're not promoting this guy. You know, he doesn't put up a good image for us. But at the same time, though, you know, you got people they'll push someone like Alinity, they'll push Animaranth Hardcore, and also because of the fact that, dude, I'm a dude. You know, I'm a dude, basically. All right, I'm a black guy. They're not gonna push someone like me just because, and I can't depend on the program, on the platform to push me up. You know, I have to depend on creating good content and you guys to be able to help me out. Wow, this is a nice park. I've never been around here before. Fucking hell, I feel great right now. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Cho in over a year or two. Yeah, Kappa won't let go of the thing. They use me as a meme now because of the fact that, well, because of the thing I said about Honor, I said, oh, she acts differently around me. They still use that. I actually do love it though. I find it flattering. I find it very flattering. Man, this is a really nice area. Hold on, let me put it up front. And I would like to have more people with me, stream with me. I would love that. But people don't want me on the stream because it's like, oh shit, you know, that can mess up my brand. That could bring me down. So I don't blame them. You know, my lack of success is my fault. It's either my fault or is this not something that I'm graced to do. But you know what's crazy though is that if I accept responsibility, if I sit up and accept responsibility, and people won't watch that. People like to be entertained. People will pay much more money to be entertained than to be educated or to have this feel good moment. What about Mixer? I might consider Mixer, to be honest with you. I've actually been considering it. I've seriously been considering Mixer. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do a game stream. I'm gonna do a game after this. I'm gonna do a game stream around at the PC bar. I'm gonna do Mixer. Yeah, having a fresh start actually would be nice. It's a grandmother with her grandbaby. Hello, little baby. She's just like a rabbit. Did you ever try to travel outdoor sections for a couple of streams and just switch back to just chat? Yeah, I did, but hardly anybody watches the just traveling stuff because more people are on just chatting, but just chatting gets flooded with the Twitch thoughts. People say they want wholesome, but that's not what the majority wants. So what I need to do is that I need to start doing what the majority wants, if I want to make it, and then I can go back and then I can do the wholesome stuff. You know, that's just the way it works. start off doing like wholesome stuff, yeah, that shit just doesn't fly. Not in this society. It sucks, but it's the way it is. It's the reality of it. I don't want the old Sean. I don't want to go back to, you know, growing up and be like, oh yeah, let me get your cacao and this, that, and the other. That reminds me, Vicky moved out of Seoul. She's somewhere else right now. I'd love to be able to get in contact with her again. A lot of old people just chilling around, walking around the park. Damn, I'm actually looking good. What time? I've been in the gym for 3 months, and so far I've lost 6 kilograms, or about 12 pounds. In fact, I'm gonna do a stream. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing challenge streams. Right? I'm gonna start doing challenge streams and then see what I can get out of that. I'm gonna do that while I'm here in Korea. Wait, they got a mountain climbing thing? Wait a minute. They got a mountain climbing? Hold on, is this the thing where I can climb a mountain? It is, they do. They do have that. Oh, snap, look at that. Look at that, I can do mountain climbing. Yeah, one for the little kids right there. And one for the adults. Look at that. I forget AXBC there, they do challenge streams. Yeah, they do more like outdoor challenges. Or they're doing baseball. They're practicing baseball pitching. See, I was over here. So they got a park, so man, I never actually walked around this area before. My first challenge, it'll probably be an indoor challenge. I'm gonna try and count to let's see. I learned Korean, I count to 10,000 in Korean. You just imagine in Korean booty? Let's not talk about that. I hardly go out and about to be able to do all the smashing that I want to do. If I can be perfectly honest with you. Oh, hey, that rhyme. Where is this? This is in Unsan. Oh, that's my Australian friend. Yeah, yes, Lubal, I have. In fact, I still talk to the girl too, but we live even further apart now, so it's kind of difficult. I've been on a few dates this year, but you know, I got ghosted, so I just, all right, fine. You know, what I do is I have a method called FDB. You know, I was like, I move on. When you get ghosted, you move on and you learn from it. Oh, she might be, man. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. But you guys may remember a couple of streams back, right? I streamed with a couple of Russian girls, and she keeps saying to me, when you gonna come to Russia? Come see me. And then I met with those Austrian girls too. They said, hey, you need to come see us. I was like, all right, bet. You see your pick one day. One day. But this Australian chick, I met her 2 years ago. This is like, so the Australian chick, the one that's blowing up my phone right now, I met her 2 years ago at this mall. I met her outside. I said, "Hey, you wanna hang out with me?" And I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So we went and got coffee, and then she told me she was a gamer and this, that, and the other. And then I said, "Hey, you want to come over to my house and play?" She said, "Yeah, sure." So we go over to the house, and all we did was play Tekken for about a couple of hours. Honestly, that's not the ideal thing to do, really. It's like when you first meet a chick, you don't just bring her to your house, and no matter how cool your house is, it's not something you do. But many times I break the rules. I like that Luval. I like that. I love it. That reminds me. I finally got seasons 2 and 3 of Tekken 7 now. I need to get Xbox Live so that I can actually start playing again. Because I'm gonna play other characters now. I still need to get Geese and Noctis. You guys remember last year when I had Lisa Ortiz on here? She was so cool. I miss her. Lisa Ortiz was so doggone cool. I had Amy Rose on here. I had the voice actress for Pokemon on here on my streams. I can't remember who it was on here that said something to her. That said something I thought was pretty vulgar, but she laughed it off. She thought it was funny. No, she's legit. She was legit. She's legit. She wasn't pretending. She actually liked playing it. You know, cause Kaya, she loves playing it too. I love getting her salty every time every time I whip her ass in that game. Like, if there's one fighting game that girls like, it's Tekken. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did have, but I got a picture with like 2 Tekken pros. Well, a couple of Tekken pros when I met them at the Tokyo Game Show. Joan Ding, like the big swole guy. Tanukana, Yu and Tanukana, they're great. Oh yeah, and of course this is Korean chick I met that plays Tekken. That was years ago though. Chodong. Well, Vansky, if you must know, you were playing with it. Well, I mean, there are a couple of other things that did happen, but I'm not going to just go off and say that on stream. Remember, like I always say, boys kiss and tell, men don't. Damn, there's people out here actually camping out here. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. People got tents out here. Yeah, like, we got folks literally camping out here. I did not know that this was a campsite. I should do this one day. I'll have to come up here in the evening. It was one thing I wish that didn't go away here in Korea. If streaming was a thing back then, when I did this, this totally would have been fun. So Burning Man was here in Korea for about 3 years. I went in 2012, and I went again in 2013. And I was going to try to go in 2015, but what happened? But they had canceled it. I guess because they didn't get enough people to do it or whatever, which sucks. Because man, the wild stuff I got into during Burning Man here was great. Well, they didn't call it Burning Man, they called it Korea Burn, but it was still in the spirit of a Burning Man. I don't know if they still do it in Japan, because I would love to be able to do Burning Man in Japan one day. Oh, this actually is a campsite. Wow. Whew. Man, I feel good. Feel good to just walk it out and talk it out. You feel me? Actually got a golf range over here. I'll check that out one day. Get some links. Now, I don't do Tinder. I usually just stick with Instagram because Instagram works better. Because Instagram works way better for me. And plus, whoa, oh my gosh. Whew. Caught me off guard.
안원구청 방향 횡단보도에 녹색불이 켜졌습니다. 건너가도 좋습니다.
There's an old lady on a bike. So in Korea they do doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But in Japan they have like a tweet 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 tweet. That's just for people that are blind to say, hey, yeah, you can cross. Or are you talking about? I said, baby, I said, Emo, you damn near gave me a heart attack. Give me some kimbap. Give me some chapchi kimbap. Some tuna kimbap. Stuff is delicious. They said it's gonna rain later today at like 3 o'clock. Man, that's crazy. They said there's a 70% chance that it'll rain. You know, look how clear it is right now. And damn, it's only 10:45. It feels later. Daylight savings time is something else. Of course, it's only a thing in America, but it's whatever. They have places here where you can rent bikes. I would like to be able to do this one day, but I can't figure out the system. You ever kiss a guy? No, never. Ansong Hwarang Auto Camping Ground. Okay. Hwarang. Oh, Ansong Hwarang Auto Camping Chung. Oh, so they don't say auto, it's auto. Nope, never. Oh, they got this looking like a Jellystone Park out here. I think that's some shit. I forget, they got mountains in this country too. Like tiny mountains. I heard that there's a mountain that I can climb and I can have like a free gym set. Right? Where... And speaking of gym, so I finally increased I can finally do more on the bench presses. Last week I was able to bench only 110 pounds. Yesterday I did the bench press. I can do 120 pounds now. So I'm getting closer. My chest is getting stronger now. 3 months ago I wouldn't have been able to bench that much. But with enough consistency and sticking with the plan and sticking with this plan, I'm able to do more. So all I have to do is just keep at it for a couple of weeks, for a couple more months, and then I can bench more. 275, awesome. Because I'm gonna be able to. I wanna get as strong as my friend and then stronger. But I don't want to just be strong and just being able to lift weights. I also want to work on being more functionally strong in other areas. And I'll start working out the muscles that I can do for what's that thing called? Arm wrestling. They said steroids now. Steroids aren't my thing. Yeah, I do need to work out my I remember last year, if you guys remember that girl I met up with at that convention, Star, the black cosplayer. I remember I had a hard time lifting her up from her hips, but now I think that when I see her now, I feel like, okay, I can lift you up now. I'm actually doing more back exercises. I'm working out my shoulders and my back. I can lift you up now. No, not her, not Star Blitzy-chan. No, she's a black woman that lives here in Korea. She's a cosplayer. Starlet, that's her name, Starlet. Whew. Man, I feel a lot better now after getting that walk. Man, that big dick energy is coming back, yo. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now. I feel good. I was lethargic waking up, but you know, this walking and just talking some shit out, feeling good. Now, you know, I'm gonna go walk up these steps. It's ginormous. It's like Batista's. That's all you need to know. What are you drinking? Water. Mula. Mizu. Agua. And now you know how to say water in Korean, Japanese, and Spanish. But you do know Batista, though. I mean, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you know he's Drax. I was 10 years old. You know, I still love wrestling. I don't watch WWE all that much anymore. It's just no fun to me. But AEW in the indie scene is where it's at for me, especially AEW. All Elite Wrestling is so fun to watch. You know, I remember seeing Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy was a big deal. I saw him. I was like, whoa, this dude is great. I mean, all pro wrestling is an act. Yeah, it's fake, but you know, but the stuff those men and women do in that ring is very real. Like shit, I dislocated this shoulder when I was 15 years old from trying to do a pro wrestling move. Well, we botched the suplex really bad, and I fucked up my shoulder. Tore my rotator cuff really bad. Ugh. Ugh, it still gives me the creepers thinking about how I did that. Yeah, they rehearsed, but you know, to take it, man, that should have do some damage to your body. That should have do some damage to your body, especially if you do it the way they do it in the WWE. It's like Japanese wrestlers, they got a system that works, and they can do it for so long. Yeah, oh yeah, I still got that video up, man. Of me getting chopped. I need to find it and put it up, cause yeah, I got fucked up pretty bad. Action Jackson almost broke my wrist because I flinched. when I was getting chopped, I flinched. He almost broke it. But I got fucked up that day. I was like, shit, these dudes do, man. It's like, fuck. And they were like, you want to take a chop? Okay. Hey guys, this guy wants to take a chop. Oh yeah, put that chest up, boy. Kapow! Ah! Man, that was so much fun. I would do it again. I'm not gonna lie, I would do it again. Oh, they're doing family photography. Wow, that is beautiful. Man with his wife and his two little girls. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to see. Family, you know, a beautiful family out there enjoying their time together. Bro, man, those chops fucking hurt though. Like you got like a 200, 300, you got an over 200, 300 pound man with a hand, right, the size of a frying pan, chopping you in your chest, especially if you have a weak chest. That shit fucking hurts. I heard, what's her name? Leva Bates. She's the librarian in AEW. All right, she had trained under the Dudley Boyz system. And I remember the story she talked about how when she took a chop, and she told it was Bubba Ray. She told Bubba Ray, "No, I want to take the chop. All right, I would give it to me all the way. I want to do this." And Bubba was like, "All right, if you take it, I'm not responsible because it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker." And she said, "Bring it." And so he chopped her really hard, and she said that was probably the most pain she's ever felt in her life. At least up to that point. You know, taking a chop for me was bad, but me dislocating my shoulder was a lot of pain. Like dislocating this shoulder and having it down like to here, that was probably the most pain I've ever been in. Well, no, it was either that or getting a colitis outbreak. That shit fucking hurt too. I've taken so much pain in my life, man. You know, especially over the last couple of years of living here in Korea, it's actually made me stronger. Colitis feels like you're getting stabbed right here, because I've been stabbed before, but in my hand I got stabbed right here. That shit fucking hurt, but it felt like right here, something like you're getting stabbed with a knife and then they're twisting that shit. That's what colitis felt like. Little man, why are you not in a seat? This little dude is not in a seat. He's not in a child's seat. He's sitting in someone's lap in the back seat. I mean, your colitis comes and goes depending on what you eat. Yeah, but once you have it for life pretty much. But yeah, when I got diagnosed with colitis 3 months ago, that forced me to change my diet. And quite honestly, I've been better off for it. right? So I'll go from 220 pounds to 207 pounds in a couple of months. Boom. I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. I eat more protein every day. Yeah, I can only eat certain things. I can't eat like anything really, really greasy, or else it flares up. It flares up my colon. And I do not want that. Like the last time it can flare up depending on what you eat, how much of what you eat. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Shoot, I can't see that. Bestwick, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so I increase my vegetable intake more now, and I eat more chicken breast. I eat a shit ton of broccoli. And I eat a lot of beef and bell peppers. Beef, pork, chicken breast is your best. Did you suddenly start feeling like that? It was gradual. It's been like this for the last 2 years, and I can never figure out why. But then, because I always feel pain right here, but I can never figure out why. But then when something really bad happened a couple months ago, I had to go to the hospital, and they said, "Oh yeah, you got colitis." Eight handfuls of gummy bears, shit. It's like when I had colitis, man. When I would take a doo-doo, my doo-doo would look like little pebbles. I mean, it would just come out just looking just weird. But I lost so much weight at that point. I lost 5 kilograms at that point. But then I went right back into eating with bad habits. But then one day I looked in the mirror. And I still have like this giant gut and this right here was just flaring up, and my face was fat. And I said, you know what? I'm fucking sick of this bullshit. I'm gonna start investing more in my body and making my body look better and eating better. And, you know, I saw Megan Bowen's newest video on how she lost so much weight. And one thing she said in there that was profound. She said muscles are expensive, and she's not wrong. Like having to go to we don't live in a society where we have to like push everything all the time. No, we have to go to the gym. They go, no, don't do that. And it's like we don't live in a society where we have to like push where we have to push for stuff now. No, we have to actually buy a membership for that. What did the doctor tell you after he diagnosed? What did the doctor tell you after he diagnosed you? He didn't tell me anything. I had to look for this stuff up myself. I had to research this shit and be like, yo, okay, so I got colitis. What do I do now? He didn't tell me a damn thing. It's like, I swear, people in this country, they're intelligent, but they don't give you anything. They don't have any common sense to tell you, okay, yeah, so here's how you can better yourself. Here's how you can actually better yourself. Here's what you can do. Or here's just some medicine. Take this stuff, and then you figure it out. That's pretty much how things are in this country. Take these meds and figure it out. What good is to have doctors in this country if they don't? No, this guy spoke perfect English. No, that's just how they do things in this country. Here, just take these meds and then you'll figure it out. I even have translators. That's just how they do things here. It's like all the important shit that you need to know about in this country, they don't tell you until the last fucking minute. That's how things are in Asia in general. They're afraid of confrontation by telling you what you need to do and everything, but they don't realize the fact that they cause conflict by not telling people what they need to fucking do. There's actually a functioning clock out here. The time is not right. It's 11 o'clock now, and this thing still says 10:30. thing does not have the right time. My church, I have one of my friends from church. She helped me out. So Vansky, yeah, you missed the state of the my channel. So I said, so basically what I'm gonna have to start doing from now on for my YouTube channel is I'm gonna have to do commentary style videos. I'm not gonna be able to show my face anymore talking about stuff because my job found my YouTube channel. They found it months ago, right? They found it like three months ago, but they didn't want to tell me anything until the timing was right. And when they told me, my director, you know, who's pretty fucking cool, he said that he convinced the director of the school to not fire me. And then they just said, okay, yeah, we'll just tell him, okay, yeah, man, we'll just tell him, just take down the, just take down those videos about dating and everything will be okay. I said, all right, fine, I'll do that. That's reasonable. That is very reasonable because I would have lost my job over some old stuff that I did. Right? All those dating videos I released, were before I got the job. So, and my interview with Henri went viral, and so like a lot of people were looking at it, right? Because I have it in English, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and Spanish subtitles, and so it was getting a lot of traction. But about a good 80% of my audience was there for that interview. They weren't there for anything else. They're like, man, fuck all your traveling bullshit. We want to see Henri. Around there. Why are you running? Why are you running? This is why I'm running. Beat this clock. Ugh. I guess I got it under exclamation point links and not exclamation point YouTube. I should probably change that. Or social. Little baby walking around with the mothers. I know, mama, lift me up, carry me, mama. Gwanghamun. Gwanghamun. Oh, is that a Chinese restaurant? Guess it is a Chinese restaurant. Where's the Chunghwa Yori? Oh, that's a cool. Where's the Tongxia? Tongxia for 8,000? Mini Tongxia. Oh, that's like $1 less than, a couple of dollars less than the other spot. Mini pork thing. Man, that's cool. Oh, it's not open though. That sucks. There's an anime figurine shop around over here. Actually pretty neat. You know, let me go check out and see if that anime shop is open. Because they just sell figurines, so I'm gonna see what they got. Sunday morning, everyone's resting right now. You don't have to go to work. How much money do you have to be able to park in a spot like this? Your own private parking spot. Wow. Oh, they got some bamboo here. Oh, bamboo outside of the Buddhist area. It's pretty neat. Oh, there's a park over here too. Some apartment buildings. Whew. Korea Environmental Technology Consulting Hotline. Oh, some consultants. Oh, I've been through here before. IEL Daycare Center. Huh. You know, I'm hearing most of these daycare centers now are starting to close out because hardly anybody's having kids. People are going to start realizing that, fuck, we can't do these things like have daycare centers anymore. We need to actually start having people stay at the house and watch the kids. But it's becoming harder and harder now because the price of living is going up. All right, but we're still getting the same rate of pay. So nobody's really making money. Nobody can afford to have kids. Nobody can afford to have families like they want to. And it's sad. And you know what fucks up this country though is the mindset surrounding everything is revolved around Confucianism. Everything revolves most of the structure around here revolves around Confucianism, and it hasn't been modernized enough to be like, hey, yo, you know, some of this shit isn't acceptable, but they still do it anyway because it's all they know. That's why so many Koreans leave Korea, and they go to America. They're like, yo, fuck this shit. Oh, here's the hobby shop. They're like, yo, fuck this whole Confucianism bullshit. We're gonna go somewhere so we can get away from that. We're still gonna use our hard work and efforts, but we're gonna get away from all this shit and build from here. Ah, here it is, the anime shop. They mostly sell figurines. Oh, look at that. They got Aqua here, the useless goddess. I haven't seen One Piece, so I don't know most of these characters. I have seen One Punch Man, Genos, right down there. Aladdin, Jasmine. What anime is this right here? Because I keep seeing this character, but I don't know what this anime is. Oh, they must close. Oh, they close on every second Sunday. Okay. Every second Sunday they close. Yeah, second and fourth Sunday, I mean. Oh, look. Oh, Hatsune Miku. I thought that was Squid Girl for a moment there. Demon Slayer, okay. Card captor. Alright, cool. What aspect of Confucianism are they finding hard to deal with? I know nothing about it. Okay, so in Confucianism is basically one major aspect is the fact that okay, you have to respect your elders no matter if they're right or wrong. And a lot of Koreans are like, man, fuck that shit. They strongly agree with the whole fuck that shit, but they can't do anything about it because the old people, quote, hold power. They only hold power over them just by age and nothing else. And it's just like, and if you disrespect one old person, then you disrespect all old people, and then you'll be publicly shamed for that. And being publicly shamed is the worst thing in the world. Is the worst thing in the world in this country. In fact, in most Asian countries.
위험하오니 차도로 들어가지 마세요.
They say don't do that. 하지 마세요. But at the same time, the mentality here is like me first. I mean, like if you look at the language, it has roots of socialism in here. It's like you look at the language and how they do things. They say "are uri," they say "are this," or "are that." This is our husband. This is our wife. It's not my husband. It's not my wife.
위험하오니 차도로 들어가지 마세요. 위험하오니 차도로 들어가지 마세요. 위험하오니
The old guy crossing the street like he don't give a fuck. And you know what's crazy though is the fact that all the old people, they set these rules, but they don't follow them themselves. Nobody follows the rules here. And another big aspect of a Confucianism is the fact that you're not supposed to put harm to your own people, which is why the self-defense laws in this country is fucked up, right? So even if an old man, a drunk old man, won't stop giving me shit, you know, if he's fighting me off and I defend myself and I just knock him out, I can hit him one time just to get him off of me, but I can't repeatedly beat him down, you know, to keep him off of me. I can't repeatedly beat him down, and you know, when the police get involved, he can lie his ass off and say, "Oh, I'm drunk, I'm sorry," and he can get away with that. That you know, you can get away with doing fucked up shit in this country by simply saying that, "Oh, I was drunk." Yeah, that's a thing here. But that's only for Koreans. You know, you can't be a foreigner and use that. It's like, no, that doesn't matter. You need to be held responsible. People expect other people to be responsible, but they don't. But they refuse to be responsible for themselves. And I think that's just a human thing. Another fucked up thing about this Confucianist mindset is like, okay, so there was a Korean guy out in the countryside. He had his house got broken into. 3 robbers broke into his house, steal his shit, and the homeowner beat the fuck out of one of the robbers. The robbers then took it to court, and the robbers won. The robbers won. Because, oh, you know, you shouldn't have done that. And the students agreed that they agreed with the robber instead of the person that was having his house broken into. You know, even back in America, we have the stand your ground laws. They work, but it seems like black people are exempt from it, right? they're exempt from that shit. No, you gotta let people come to your house. And you know what's crazy though? Laws like that, you know, the whole being preventative, you know, the whole stand your ground bullshit law. I mean, law. You know, the bullshit that surrounds that is perpetuated by people who say they want to protect people like me. Which is, again, it's bullshit. A lot of it is bullshit. Right? They go around saying, "Oh, you know, you gotta let robbers into your house." You see that shit going on in Europe right now, right? Where in parts of the UK, where you have people, where you have the migrants breaking into natives' home, natives protect themselves, and they get arrested just because the people that the homeowner called the burglars like a racist name. What kind of shit is that? But I digress. I don't want to talk about that too much anymore. So I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to play a game on Mixer. Yeah, I'm gonna play a game on Mixer. I'm gonna play Atelier Ryza on Mixer and try that out, and then see how well it works out from there. Oh man, I've been talking too much. I need to drink some water. Ooh, baby. Are any cars coming? Walk this red light. Damn, I went from 22 viewers to 13 now. So yeah, if you guys are new here and you want to know when I'm going to go online, if you like my stuff, give me a follow on here, and also join the Discord. Join my Discord so you can see when I go live, either on Twitch or on Mixer, and when I upload a video on YouTube. You can't see, the screen went black. Oh, okay. Let's fix that.